All right, here we go. Watch this. Turn it up a little bit. Nice. All right, let's talk about what I did to this thing. So I had like a double grill going on with this metal one and a second 10-inch O-ring. And I bought a NVX 10-inch steel grill that tucks up underneath the stock O-ring on these. However, it was a little bit too big, so I had to get the tin snips out and cut it back quite a bit to make this fit. I do have to say, you know, you would think, oh, it only takes 15 minutes to put a grill on. Yeah, this took me about an hour and a half of finagling this thing to get it right, and I had to drill a couple extra holes, and in order to get it rattle free and a good seal, this is the foamy stuff that I use. It's a stick-on window type deal you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot. Works really good. So I used 2 layers. I got 1 layer between the metal here and the actual gasket of the subwoofer, and then on the back side I did a better job sealing it. So this thing is rock solid, rattle free seal, which is good because this is an acoustically sealed box. I replaced the on and off switch with a lighted deal. This will just fade right out when it turns off. Maybe it will, trust me. And then on the inside, I replaced the amplifier. Let's see if it's off. Yep, it's off. I replaced the amplifier with this what is this? BT28 Pro. Now this thing is supposed to be rated 300 watts times 2 at 4 ohms. And you can believe that like the Tooth Fairy. These I always go for maybe half that, so 150 watts times 2, and that's at 48 volts, but I'm running the DeWalt battery at 20 volts and I step it up to 36 volts, so realistically maybe 100 watts per channel out of this amplifier, maybe 120 peaks, but that's about all this IX series Scar Audio can handle anyway. I think it's like 200 watts RMS, but that's like 100 per coil. So it's a pretty good marriage, to be honest with you. This is all the mods that I did to this thing. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. The bass, in order to get the really sub lows out, you really got to make a really good seal. And if you look at the way I did the seal, the old way is I stuck the that foamy stuff right on the gasket. I didn't do that this time. I actually put it on, I'm sorry, on the O-ring. I put the foamy sticky tape on the O-ring, which was a mistake. What I needed to do was actually put it on the metal part of the basket. Let me show you again one more time, because I know a lot of you guys are really interested in this. See here? This is actually stuck right on the metal part, so when it sandwiches all together, it sucks it in tight, so there's no air loss or air leakage on any of this. And I can even go around with some more of this matte 66 stuff and go all the way around it, you know, in case there is a problem. But yeah, this thing was a pain in the butt to get on this grill, but everything else went pretty much straightforward. And I got this thing rocking and rolling. Pretty happy with this. This is a good sounding. I don't quite have the internal volume for really, you know, punchy bass, but it'll get down in the high 30s, low 40s pretty well. Whereas this one will go just a pinch deeper because it's just a bigger box, bigger booger. And that's the reason why I built this one a little bit bigger, because of the 10-inch woofer. It just has about the most ideal, according to their specs, Scar Audio specs for a sealed box volume internal. This is just about dead on. Whereas this one's just a little bit on the light side, but it still produces just really, really good bass, room-filling bass. And now with the additional power, I'm using the exact same amplifier, that BT20A Pro. This is also 36 volts. This is 36 volts. So essentially it's the same setup, a little bit smaller tweeters, but still these PRVs, Silk Dome. These are the bigger ones, just slightly bigger. But overall, they both sound phenomenal. This one you have to give the edge just because it has a bigger box. It's just more bass. It's just more room filling. I can place it right over here and sit up here and it'll rattle everything. So there you have it. Black Betty, Bam Balam. And it weighs just 22 pounds. This one's just a slightly heavier, probably about 24, 25 pounds. But yeah, you can put the big DeWalt battery in there. I got a 4 amp hour one charging up right now. And I just use the, this little 20 volt deal. And that's about what I've got on there right now, 20 volts, which is perfect for the DeWalt. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope it helps you with your builds. Have a good one.